Everyone loves Mama Adana's restaurant. But she had only one rule.
Finish your food.
Not because she is strict, not because she loves nagging, but because something dangerous in the kitchen watches you. Something not meant for human eyes. People didn't care about the rule because the food was too delicious. They finished everything and still craved more. Until one night, someone tried to leave without finishing their food. This is the chilling story of the restaurant that fed thousands, but at what cost? In the bustling streets of Rumuala, Port Harcourt, a new mama put appeared overnight. Mama Adana's kitchen. Nobody knew where she came from. Nobody asked, because her jollof rice, it was different. One bite and you'd swear your own mother was in that kitchen. The aroma alone could make a grown man cry. But Mama Adana had one rule she screamed at every single customer: finish your food. Every single morsel. You hear me? Finish it all. People thought she was just strict about waste. Nigerian mothers, you know how they are about wasting food. So nobody questioned it. They just obeyed and ate everything. Within weeks, the restaurant was packed. Morning, afternoon, evening, night. Students skipping lectures to eat there. Taxi drivers abandoning their cars in the middle of the road. Market women closing their stalls early. Have you eaten at Mama Adana's? Became the question everyone asked. The line stretched around the block every single day. Mama Eagle's restaurant across the street. Empty. Papa John's booker down the road. Crickets. Auntie Blessing's food joint. She had to close down. Everyone was going to Mama Adana's kitchen. The other restaurant owners were furious, confused, and desperate. What is she putting in that food? They whispered among themselves. As business boomed, Mama Adana became more intense about her rule. Please finish your food, she'd shout from where she was dishing out food for customers. Finish it. We don't waste food here. Some people found it strange, but the food was too sweet to complain. They just ate everything and left satisfied. Then one day, a young man named Ton made a mistake. He was full. He had ordered too much. 2 wraps of EBA, 1 wrap of fufu, and he couldn't finish. Mama, I'm full, oh, he said, trying to stand up. Mama Adana's face went pale.
Sit down,
she screamed. The entire restaurant went silent. Finish your food. As he stood, his chest suddenly tightened. He froze. His hands began to shake. Sweat broke out on his face. I can't breathe, he whispered, sinking back onto the bench. Everyone went quiet. Mama Adana leaned close. Just finish it, she said. It will stop. Shaking, Tom forced the food down, bite by bite. Crying. When the last morsel was gone, his breathing returned. He ran out of the restaurant and never came back. Mama Adana looked at the remaining customers. I always tell people, she said softly, don't waste food here. Nobody argued. They quietly finished their meals. You'd think people would stop coming after that incident. But the food was too good. They convinced themselves Ton had done something wrong. Just finish your food and nothing will happen, they told each other. So they kept coming, kept eating, kept finishing every last grain because nobody wanted to face whatever that invisible thing was. Late at night, when the restaurant finally closed, Mama Adana would collapse. Her body would become transparent, flickering like a candle in the wind. This was her curse. She was dead, trapped as a ghost, cooking to feed something, the evil spirit that had made her a deal. As long as people finished their food, the spirit was satisfied. If they didn't, it would reveal itself. 6 months ago, Adana had died in a taxi accident in Enugu. Crushed instantly. Her last thought was of her daughter Chioma, struggling, alone, with no school fees. As her spirit wandered in darkness, something found her. A voice. An offer. I can send you back. You can make money for your daughter. But you will cook for me. And they must finish everything you serve. Adana, desperate, agreed. It brought her to Port Harcourt, helped her open the restaurant, helped her cook faster than any living person could. In exchange, it fed on the destiny of satisfied customers. Complete plates meant complete satisfaction, meant complete energy for the creature. Leftover food, that was incomplete. That made it angry. Sister Neka, a nurse, had been eating at Mama Adana's for 2 months. She loved the food but something bothered her. "Mama, why don't you ever eat your own food? I've never seen you take even one bite." Mama Adana's smile faltered. I eat later, after closing. But Sister Ngozi didn't believe her. Something was very wrong. Sister Neka decided to investigate. She hid across the street one night and watched. At 2 a.m., the restaurant lights were still on. She crept closer and peeked through the window. What she saw made her blood freeze. Mama Adana was transparent, glowing faintly. And behind her, a massive shadow with too many arms was moving pots, stirring soup, cutting vegetables. It was helping Mama Adana cook, its many arms working in perfect sync with hers. Sister Ngozi wanted to scream but fear had locked her throat. Then the shadow's head turned. Slowly. Toward the window. Toward her. It saw her. She ran faster than she'd ever run in her life. Sister Neka told no one. Who would believe her? And fear sealed her mouth. If the spirit could see her once, it could come for her again. From that night on, she never ate there again. Not once. She crossed the street whenever she passed the restaurant. She kept quiet for her own safety. But she never forgot what she saw. Back in Enugu, Chioma had finally escaped from her Uncle Emeka's house. He had been maltreating her, and she couldn't take it anymore. She packed a bag in the middle of the night and ran to the motor park. "Where to?" the bus driver asked. "Anywhere far from here," she whispered. "Port Harcourt," he suggested. "I hear there are opportunities there." Chioma arrived in Port Harcourt with 10,000 naira and a broken heart. She wandered the streets looking for work, hungry, exhausted, crying. Then the smell hit her. Jollof rice. But not just any jollof rice. Her mother's jollof rice. The exact smell. The exact spices. Impossible. Her mother was dead. But her feet moved on their own, following the scent. Chioma turned the corner and saw the sign, Mama Adana's kitchen. Her mother's name. Her heart stopped. Coincidence? It had to be. Common name. But something pulled her forward. She stood at the entrance, trembling, afraid to look inside. Afraid of what she might see. Or what she might not see. Inside, the restaurant was packed. Every seat filled. People eating, laughing, praising the food. "Mama Adana, this rice is too sweet." And there, in the middle of it all, wearing her mother's favorite wrapper, was a woman who looked exactly like her dead mother. Mama Adana looked up. Their eyes met. Time stopped. Adana's serving spoon fell from her hand, clattering on the floor. "No," she whispered. "Not here. Not now." Chioma's mouth opened but no sound came out. She was staring at her mother. Her dead mother. Alive. Real. Standing right there. "Mama." Chioma's voice was barely a whisper. Every customer in the restaurant turned to look. Mama Adana's face crumpled. "Chioma, my daughter, you shouldn't be here." Chioma took a step forward. "But I buried you 6 months ago. I put sand on your coffin. How are you here?" "Your mother." "This is your mother." Papa Samuel, a regular customer, stood up shocked. "Did you just say you buried her?" Other customers began murmuring, backing away. "Ghost," someone whispered. Then everyone was saying it. "Ghost. We've been eating ghost food." The room spun. Chioma's legs gave out. She crumpled to the floor, unconscious. The restaurant erupted into chaos. People screaming, running, knocking over chairs. "She's a ghost. We are cursed. Jesus have mercy." They trampled each other trying to escape, leaving their unfinished food on the tables. Then it happened. The shadow revealed itself. Massive. Dark. With dozens of riding arms and that terrible mouth face. It roared, a sound like thunder mixed with screams. The unfinished food on the tables began to AOT instantly, turning black and maggot-infested. The windows cracked. The walls shook. They broke the rule, the shadow bellowed. They left food. No. Adana shouted, placing herself between the shadow and her unconscious daughter. Our deal is broken. They know the truth now. I'm done cooking for you. The shadow's laughter was horrible. You think you can live? You OWE me. Your soul is mine until I say otherwise. Adana looked at Chioma lying on the floor. Her baby. Her reason for everything. She turned back to the shadow. Then take me. Completely. Right now. But let her go. Let her live. Take my soul forever but break this curse so it doesn't follow her. The shadow paused, considering. Very well. The shadow descended on Mama Adana like smoke. She didn't scream. She didn't fight. She let it consume her, piece by piece, a transparent form being absorbed into the darkness. I love you, Chioma, she whispered as she faded. Live your life. Be happy. Don't cook like me. And then she was gone. Completely. The shadow, satisfied, retreated into nothingness. The restaurant fell silent. Chioma woke up slowly, her mother's name on her lips. Mama. But she was alone. Just her and the ruins of the restaurant and the plates of rotting food. Sister Neka, who had stayed behind when others ran, helped Chioma to her feet. Together they searched the back room. Under a loose floorboard, they found it. A metal box with 2.8 million naira and a note in Adana's handwriting, for Chioma. My daughter. Go back to school. Live the life I couldn't give you. Never make deals with darkness. Mama. The story exploded across Port Harcourt. The ghost restaurant where you had to finish your food or face a demon. People who had eaten there went to church for deliverance. Pastors made millions performing cleansing prayers. The restaurant stood empty, cursed, locked. Nobody would go near it. The for rent sign mocked passers-by. Some say Mama Adana is in the hellfire. Some say the spirit took her. Some say she's cooking somewhere else. Nobody knows for sure. But people still whisper about the woman who made food. And the way she made you finish every bite.